Okay, VT in 7p. VT in 7p. And Yules very quickly picked a chill off pick. A chill off pick is something that doesn't include me and doesn't include Hammer. It's just like, okay, what do I do with that? I don't know. This is not a chill off pick. This has Hammer. So this is making a big statement. Bass is, oh, and Pingu rejects. And then instantly, very quickly, Star Wars off picks me and Bass. Let's look at chat a little bit. Bass says Pingu is Bay. Bass is like sort of rezzing Pingu a little bit. Yules is like, this is either one res runs. Yules is chatting about. Pingu's not Morg. Cool. Pingu's not Morg. I don't think. Pretty sure. I don't think Pingu's Morg. I mean, Pingu's not Morg, so I'll just pick him, right? Star Wars isn't happy that I picked Pingu. Let's see who Pingu picks. I don't really love Bass so much here. The annoying thing about the Morg thing, whereas like Pingu's not Morg, is that it becomes less powerful in 7p. Because yeah, I'm pretty confident Pingu's not Morg, but there's two other spies he could be. Yeah, I mean, let's see. So much going on in 7p. So much chat. It says Merlin under. Yules is like screwing around in chat. Yules is probably Rez, right? I don't know. She's pretty good as a spy. She could talk a lot as a spy. Well. Star Wars Rez's Yules. Star Wars Rez's Yules. And Pingu Rez's Yules. Wait, why is she doing this? Um, Bass is saying this could be team. Yeah, I don't like this much. Oh. Um, huh. Eagle's off-apping and didn't get spied. So, like... So should I just do this? I think Yules is probably res. Right? Everyone was like, oh no, it's fine when she off-apped. And I picked Yules because like Pingu was like, oh, it's chill. The off-app is chill because we learned something. And Star Wars saying, can we remake? All right, this is clean. We win. Yay. We win. Right? No. Oh, it is not. Shoot. How does that happen? Um, yeah, I mean, Bass is being weird. I don't know. I don't like any of them. Why is Yule spied me and then Pingu's like, oh, the M2 off app is fine even though Yule's off apped it, and then Star Wars was So I'm resing too high. I'm resing too high. Oh my god, is bass actually Percival? Oh no, Star Wars is resing bass. Are they both res? But why? No, but why did Star Wars do that? Um... I don't know, I don't know. Like Bass is accusing me, I guess, for picking Yules. I don't know. I don't know. Pingu and Star Wars were just like saying, let's remake when Yule's off-apped. And then Yule's just accused me. Like... I don't know, I'm just saying this, right? Oh no. Um, oh, I don't know what's going on. Um, I'm not talking because I'm just focusing on the game, but you see what's going on if you're reading chat. Sorry, I'll try to explain stuff after. I don't really know whether I'm right, but I think Bass is res. Um, Yeah, I could talk after the game what my decisions for stuff. This was a little intense. Um, let's see. Let's see. Okay, I'll talk about why I did what I did. I picked Pingu in M1 because Bass sort of rezzed Pingu. I didn't like Star because, and I was wrong. Pingu was a spy. And let's see. Oh, that was mentally exhausting. That was stressful. Okay. I rezzed Bass late because, Bass seemed to be working with his head, and also he claimed Percy, and Norin counterclaimed him, and then Star said he's VT or Merlin, but not Percy, but Star had off-picked me and Bass, so I didn't like Star. I also just didn't like the way Star was talking. And then, and Too High was kind of stalling and helping and listening to me. I liked Too High a lot. Too High was just acting very res. He didn't... Late game, Too High really did not... He's probably Merlin. Too High did not have to act this way. Too High did not have to act this way if he was... yeah, Too High's for sure Merlin, probably with Yule's Percy. Too High didn't have to act this way if he wasn't... If he wasn't res, right? Like... Too High really didn't have to act this way if he wasn't res, so I just rezzed him because he was really helping. He could have just spied me, If he was a spy, he definitely would have just spied me. I looked so bad because and then I added Aster also and Bass. I didn't think Aster, and I didn't like Star, right? Since I didn't like Star, and then I knew Yules and Pingu weren't a res pair, I figured me, Too High, Aster, and Bass aren't, me, Too High, Aster, and Bass passes, right? Because obviously I know Yules and Pingu aren't 2 res, and Star Wars is probably a spy, so I just went with that. Later, Bass just claimed. He literally claimed Percy, and people were responsive to him. And I liked Yules because Yules wasn't spied after off-apping. I had info also, right? I had info because of M3. That failed. And, so... I'm sorry I didn't talk, that whole time I was just thinking. I did, most games with these videos I can talk. Most games with these videos I talk a lot, but when I'm VT and 7P and there's fails and I need to come up with a clean M4 and too many people are spying me when I know at least one res is spying me, I just didn't have the mental resources right there to think and also speak about the game. Like, I'll talk now, but they're PRing me, which is pretty cool. Yeah, because I had opinions. And usually VTs don't have opinions, I guess. Too High's probably Merlin. He's gotta be Merlin. Gotta be Too High, right? What did Too High pick? Where's picks? He added Yules, yeah, that's... Oh, Pingu knows what's up. Pingu knows it's probably Too High. Yeah. Pingu knows. Pingu's gonna shoot Too High, probably. Even though Star Wars wants to shoot me, I think Pingu's gonna override him and tell him he's wrong. Too High just thinks Too. I mean, Star Wars thinks Too High is a VT. Star Wars is for sure Merlin. Yeah, Aster says Merlin's and Yule's Bass. What the? He agrees with Mayor. He means he agrees with Star Wars? I don't know. Yeah, Pingu's the only competent assassin here, clearly. Sorry, Star Wars and Aster. And if, by the way, if I'm wrong and Too High isn't Merlin, then I'm the one who looks stupid, but I'm a VT. Well, and then again, I have more information than you right now. I know I'm a VT, right? So me saying that Too High is Merlin is easier, but I'm pretty sure Too High is Merlin, right? Bassam and Yule just kept spying me. And it's got to be Too High. What if Too High? Who is Too High's Percy, though? He's gonna say me. Shoot, I'm kind of a Percy to Too High. I am kind of a Percy to Too High. That's a shame. If they shoot Too High with me, Percy, that would be reasonable and unfortunate. Yeah, Pingu's like Mayor's Percy to Too High. Oh, that would suck. That would suck. Shoot. I hope they don't shoot Too High. Oh, man. I mean, let's see. What else did I do this game? I picked Yules and Pingu because I don't know. I hope I'm not. I'm probably not Merlin because I picked Pingu twice, so that sucks. Yules is. Yeah, it's gonna be Too High Merlin, definitely. Oh, that's unfortunate. And then Pingu's gonna shoot him. Pingu is not gonna listen to these guys. Aster and Star Wars, I don't know what your reasoning is. How does Too High listen to me when everyone's spying me? He's gotta be Merlin, but well, why do you think Too High is such a VT? Saren. Okay, so, and then, yeah, and Bass was just Rez eventually from my perspective, and I don't know why he spied me. I guess because Yule spied me. Let's see. Let's see. Oof. Oh my god, is Yule's Percy and an off-app to prevent two Merlins? Is Star Wars Merlin here? I'm not even paying attention. Yeah, Pingu's refusing to shoot Yules or Bass because he knows that Too High is Merlin, because Pingu's pretty good. Hopefully Star Wars will get, like, if I was Pingu right now, then I probably wouldn't want to override Star Wars so hard, right? Like, since Star Wars is just saying Too High is a VT, then, I don't know, man, I'd probably just shoot Too High, I think. With Yule's Percy, or Bass Percy, maybe Bass Percy. Bass would just be so... Why is Bass spying me? Yeah, Pingu's saying that if Mayor was Merlin, he would get pretty pissed off. I would. I always get pissed off when I'm Merlin. Oh no, they're gonna shoot Too High. Oh man. Oof. I wish they didn't have a good assassin, because Aster and Star Wars were ready to shoot anyone but Too High. Oh wow, if Too High doesn't end up being Merlin, then I'm gonna look pretty dumb. But that's okay. But I'm pretty sure Too High is just Merlin, honestly. How does he yeah, he's gotta just be Merlin, I think. He's following me. Yeah, he's definitely Merlin. Right? And then what else happened this game? Yeah, I mean, I picked Yules in my M3 because people were rezzing her, even though she, you know, even though, yeah, people were rezzing her, even though she had, right? People were just rezzing Yules, even though she had off apps, so I rezzed her, and then, oh my god, I'm just so exhausted after that. Oh, I really hope they don't shoot too high. Whenever I'm a VT and spies are assassinating, if I did well, then I really hope they don't shoot Merlin. If I didn't play well, like if I was a VT and screwed up a lot, then I'd just be like, whatever, okay, shoot whoever, shoot Merlin, and I'll just, I'll just apologize. I'll just apologize and just say, yeah, I screwed up. Sorry, guys, this is on me, and I deserve to lose. But if I do well, then why should I lose? I did well. Why I don't deserve to lose? I should be. Aster saying I like Yule's pretty dead now. Pingu, please don't override them. Please just go with them. Say, they both think too high is not Merlin, so I'm gonna go with what they're saying, even though they're clearly wrong and you're clearly right. What else happened this game? Pingu's gonna say no. Pingu's gonna say, okay, you like Yule's dead, but Yule's isn't Merlin, so too bad. That's what I would say. Right? I think from Spy's perspective, it's gotta be me or Too High. Everyone followed me and Too High at the end. Too High was like following me, pretending to follow me because he's Merlin. Is Bass actually Percy? Why spy me so much? Maybe because of the line I said could be, like when he's like, this isn't clean, and I said it could be clean. Could be. I don't know. I'm such a Percy to Too High. This is so unfortunate. I spied Morg, right? I think Star Wars is Morg. I don't know actually. I didn't see. I have a feeling Pingu is just gonna. I just have a feeling that Pingu is just gonna override both of these guys and shoot Too High, because Too High is just such a reasonable shot. What else happened this game? It's got M4 votes. Aster rejects 4.1 because it's passing. 2i apps because he's like Merlin. Oh, yes! Pingu's saying fine. Let's shoot Mayor. We're gonna win. I'm guessing. Yeah, it was Yules. Okay. We won. Let's see. Anyway. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I thought Yules was Percy just because she sort of took charge at the end. Okay. Yules off app. Yeah, you look at 2.2. Yules off apps to prevent, probably to prevent to prevent two Merlins from being on a team. And I mean, what else happened this game? Yeah, I mean, Star Wars was pretty spyable because I wouldn't just spy someone because of off pick. Star Wars was really claiming PR. He was saying like, oh no, Mayor's picking Hammer. He was complaining about that, but he also seemed to be rezzing Pingu, and then also he off picks me and Bassam, but then. But then he was just rezzing Bassam, so he was just a spy, I think. Two Highs asking in chat, how did you res me? You were stalling when Star Wars was clearly a spy. Yeah. Let's see. And Bass was like, I mean, I was able to res Bass in the end. I did everything just because everyone else said a lot of stuff. I was able to res Bass in the end because, I mean, first of all, no one counterclaims, and credit to Yules for not counterclaiming Bass. And then Star Wars and Bass. Star Wars was clearly rezzing Bass like hard. Star Wars just claiming PR all game. You know, he was just like really trying to get his opinion out there. Star Wars was not trying to learn. Yeah, I mean, Star was just, yeah, I mean, I'll say how I knew Star Wars was an obvious spy because, right, yeah, I mean, I said already, because he was claiming PR, off-picked me and Bassam, was rezzing Bassam, was just saying a lot of stuff that caused me to be shaded. Like, you're just saying a ton of stuff that just can't possibly be true if I'm Rez. I don't know, he didn't explicitly spy me, but he was just not, I didn't like him at all. And he was talking oddly. And just look at his chat. Like look at this chat. I don't know, it's so weird. I don't know, I didn't like it. And Too High was stalling at the end when Star Wars was obviously a spy, like I said over here. So someone's asking how it was obvious to me. Because I'm just explaining. Yeah. And I picked my M3. I mean, I picked Pingu both times because Bass said Pingu is Bay. I don't know. I tend to I tend to just, you know, read chat, and if someone says this person's great, then I just pick them, right? Because if they're Merlin, then the person's probably Rez. So I just went with that. And my M4 pick was just anti-Star Wars and then Mission 2 besides me, so just passing. What's happening in 3.2? Bass off picks correctly. I ignored that because Bassam was screwing around. I didn't think Bass was. I thought Bass was probably a spy, maybe, but definitely not PR. Bass was inconsistent. He wasn't. Bass was trying to learn. See, you can tell you can tell sometimes. Oh, remember at the beginning I said that Pingu wasn't Morg and Pingu turns out to be Assassin, and that's the thing in 7P. You can even if you could tell someone's not Morg, it doesn't help that much because they could still, that just eliminates 1/3 of their spyness, you know, as opposed to a half like in 6P. And then Bass wasn't Morg either. It's so useful to unmorg people. There's just certain chat that people do when they're not Morg, and then they just never do when they're Morg. I don't know, because like if people see this and if people hear me saying this and their sole drive, their only goal is to confuse me, then they'll start saying this stuff when they're Morgana, but then they're risking being morged by Percy if Percy's not me, you know, because there's certain stuff that just causes Percival to dislike you if you're one of the Merlins. There's just certain play style, and I just find with such high probability, like it's just so often Morgs don't say this. It's so rare, like never, that I see a Morg saying the kind of chat that I always call non-Morg. But in 7P it's not that useful. And then the way Yules picked me, by the way, in M3, that's one of the reasons I rezzed her and went along with her. Yules kind of, I really did think Yules was a spy just from the way she instantly spied me after M3 fails. It was like a purposeful spying. Yules just instantly spied me. And I thought she was a spy for that. But then just in the middle of M4 she went with me. And she picked something that I thought was passing, right? Because like Yules had no, in the middle of M4, Yules has no reason to change her mind if she's a spy and just pick me instead. Yules really has no reason to do that, right? Like Yules as a spy would stay consistent, res Bass and some other spies, and so Yules was just like probably res. And Too High also said it passed. That was a lot. Too High saying this passes too. I mean, he really needed to. People were just spying me. I would hope that Bass would app anyway. And Bass is a VT. Doesn't like me because he sees me keep picking Pingu, and I'm supposed to spy Pingu. So Bass is being aggressive as a VT, which is reasonable, I guess. Yeah, I was following him and he was following me, you know, and it caused us both to pick Pingu. I mean, it caused us both to like Pingu rather than the other person. And yeah, Yules, see, the spies made a mistake. The spies made a mistake this game. They should have iced Yules. Okay, Pingu, Aster, and Star Wars. Here is how you win. Too High is talking about how great I was. I was pretty great. I had info. I'll be humble in chat, but then be super arrogant and cocky in the video. How about that? That's a good compromise, right? And Star Wars Outer Spies could easily have won this game by icing Yules. Anytime a res off app's dirty in 7P, spies can just win by icing the res and shooting whoever doesn't comply with them. Right? Like, it's so easy. It's so easy to win missions when a res off app sturdy in 7p. This goes along with a general pattern of spies not playing optimally, right? If a lot of times Morganas will, and this is kind of a general manifestation of a lot of times Morg will res the res that that screw up, that pick spies or accuse res, or a lot of times Morgs do that, and it identifies them as Morg. But the way you win as a spy is you just ice the spyish people. You spy the spyish res, and then everyone's got to listen to you. And when they don't, because they won't. The thing is, the reason that spies don't do this is because they won't listen to you. The res won't listen to you because the res that messed up isn't Merlin, right? The res that messed up, the res that was like spyish and did something horribly spyish is probably not Merlin, right? So because right, Morgs think it's a good idea to res the person who messes up because, oh, they're not Merlin, they'll like me more, but that's not how you win that's not how you win the game. That's how you have your best shot of winning missions, it's true. But what if you don't win missions? Then you don't know who Merlin is, right? The way you win the game as spies, and I don't know why I'm saying this. Why am I helping spies be better? Spies are disgusting and don't deserve to win. I should only give res tips. We don't need the spies to be better on this site. But I already started saying it, and I like talking about how spies can win, just because it's a fallacy that a lot of, right, you just spy the spyish people, and the reason spies don't like doing that is because then you don't win missions. You probably don't, because you're going to end up resing Merlin. But you know Merlin's Merlin when they don't listen to you, right? How could anyone go against your agenda when you're spying the person who off-apped dirty or something like that? How could they res the off-apper? So then you know they're Merlin and you could shoot them. But what spies think is a good idea is just res the off-apper. It's like, oh, what if they're afraid because there's a good chance the off-apper's Percival. Off-apper, when the res off-apps and dirty, it's so likely Percival. So Morg is terrified of spying Percival because they think they'll lose missions, which is probably true. If you spy Percival, you probably lose missions, but that's fine. All right, if you res Percival, then there's a good chance Percival will still find the clean team, right? Especially if Percy off-app dirty and got info, right? So there's a chance Percy will still find team, and then you have no information. You res the off-apper, so clearly who do you shoot? Who do you shoot? You don't know who to shoot. Anything else? Star Wars with that sad attempt at a 5.1. Sad attempt at a 5.1. Like, at least at that point in the game, you're just so tremendously iced. You probably just want to off-pick something and off-app to Merlin Hunt and play a mind game, right? At that point, what you should do is just roll a die to decide what you want to off-app, either off-app clean or dirty. And just see who rejects, see who apps. It's a little bit more information. You get no information from 5.1. You know what it's gonna be met with. Literally everyone rejecting. There's just no information for you. As a spy, Star Wars probably should have off-apped, just to play a little mind game, Clean, off-pick, off-app clean, or not clean. Either Pingu or Yules and me. It's obvious that I'm res. It's obvious that I'm res because I off-apped that and everyone was listening to me. The question is whether Yules or Pingu is the last. Oh, actually, Pingu spied himself by asking for M4. Clearly, I was res. I was so obviously res there. Pingu probably should have begged me to, Pingu probably should have said, "Oh, what? No, I'm res. You picked me, Mary. You picked me so many times. Yules spied you. Yules accused you." That's what Pingu probably should have done. Pingu's pretty good. But that is what I would recommend there. The real thing to do is not to res Yules after she off-apps dirty, right? Spies don't realize if you res a res, then all the spies collectively lose power. You give power to a res. Spies are so concerned with being tricky and not looking, but you gotta just support each other and you win and you crush the res. When a res off-apps dirty, You ice them and spy them and just crush the res team. They can't win. Who can res the off-apper when all the spies accuse her, right? Like, what are res supposed to do? Merlin is just helpless. You just spy the off-apper, coerce res into picking some dirty team, spy someone else on it, and push another team. And anytime anyone else tries to push a team, they'll have to res the off-apper, and then no one can follow them. And you just spy, and Merlin is the person who tries to res the off-apper, and that's it. Okay. I think I've talked enough. Alright, hopefully this makes up for my utter silence during the game. Anyway, at least this one was interesting. This is probably the most interesting game that I've recorded. Ooh, I was actually, a tiny part of me was actually hoping they shoot too high so that we lose, because all the videos I've uploaded so far have me winning. So I'm sure, like, I haven't gotten it yet, but I'm sure I'm going to get people, oh yeah, you only have videos from you winning, why don't you upload anything that you lose in? The real answer to that is a combination of that I'm vain, and also because it's less likely that I'll have good takeaways from games that I lose, right? Because it means I messed up, and then who wants to learn from Mayor when Mayor messed up in that game? You want to learn how not to play? Maybe that could be legit. But if Too High would have been shot, then I would get the best of both worlds, right? I get to have a game where I lost, but also I played pretty well, so I don't look bad. So that would have been pretty cool. But alas, I was shot, and I just look even better. Wow, I'm pretty great. Okay. Cool.